Hello.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we did stalk your Instagram before, and you
did?
Yes. And you said you were gonna come in like how?
How did I say it? I was gonna be doing it. Yes, I did say
I had
that.
to hold you to it because the people
I
were
forgot
waiting.
about that. I got to do a dance.
Hey. Congratulations. First
Thank
of all,
you.
we spoke early on when things were still happening, but I mean, what was it like to be a part of this process, particularly from the very beginning?
It's been like a feeling I can't even describe, because you know how in the beginning you can't really tell anybody that's what's going on, and so you have this like secret inside that you've been holding, and finally when we were able to announce the show and announce that we were a part of it, it was, you know, like this like relief, but at the same time, like I just wanted to scream and the whole time tell them, guess what we're doing, you know. And now it's finally here. This is the official opening, and I'm just thankful.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the term masterclass has been being thrown around, and I want to know from your perspective, was it a masterclass to sit there and watch them do the table read?
Yeah. Well, for me, watching, and okay, so Shakespeare is not easy, right? Everybody knows just the words of Shakespeare, just being able to speak it like it's just second nature to you. Well, there were some of, I don't want to name names, but some of our super talented icons in this show who came off book to the table read. Now, as an actor, you know, a lot of people are not off book, and then you're off book with Shakespeare. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm looking at the script like, how are they doing that? It's crazy how prepared, and you know, and that just shows the professionalism and the level that they're on.
Yeah, and I can't remember, did you say you had already met Denzel before this?
Yes, so I was a producer for one of the producers for The Piano Lesson, and John David Washington is his son, and he was also one of our stars. So, you know, that was our first, that's when the conversations initially started happening back then to be where we are today.
And you're a woman of many jobs, many talents. Is this stage your next calling?
It's not my next calling, because we actually already figuring out what the next show is now that we're producing. But it is in the future, because I've been talking to my team and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to do a show where I'm actually on stage again instead of just producing.
I think it's time.
I do, because the last time that I did it, or you know, the only time that I did Broadway was when I was Mama Morton in Chicago on Broadway. So, yeah, I think it's about time.
It is about time. Okay, so we know you went back with Denzel, but Jake, what was that like meeting him as well?
I met him at the table read for the first time. So it was so funny. You know, I was talking to my producing partner, Brian Moreland, and I was like, Brian, so how is he? Is he going to be cool? Is he nice? And he was so nice and so welcoming when I first met him. And I wasn't sure, you know, what to expect. But, you know, so basically for the table read, that's when, you know, all the close team comes together. You know, you get to see the person that's over set design, the person's over sound, our director, Kenny Leon, you know, and all the talent that's actually in the show. And, you know, some of our producers and our marketing team were in the room, and everybody was just, you know, everybody was treating each other like, you know, with respect and love, like equals. It wasn't anybody, nobody came in with ego, nobody. Everybody was like super cool, nice, cracking jokes. Denzel was cracking jokes, and Jake, he was just being really nice, just being welcoming, getting to know people. And I just thought it was great that it was, because, you know, when you're working with people, like I say, to have Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal on stage, it's like having living legends on stage together, right? So when you come in that room, you're like not knowing what to expect, you know, and you're working with someone, you're not knowing how they're going to act, and they were just so loving, welcoming, and fun and cool. Yes.
I can only imagine. So the last time we spoke, you were starting a new chapter. Obviously, this is part of your new chapter, but you did say that you keep in touch with the Atlanta girls because they're still your girls.
Yeah.
Shamea's making waves. Everybody's loving her. What are your thoughts?
I'm happy for her. I'm happy to see her doing her thing. I've been saying for a long time they should have had her on the show. So I'm glad finally that she's able to be there, and, you know, people get to see her for who she is. Because I think, you know, when you come on as a friend, sometimes you know, you don't really get to show your true self, and you know that can kind of damage how people view you, I guess, you know. But when you are able to be, you know, the peach holder, or how they call it, you know, you get to show more of your thoughts, opinions, family, and all that stuff.
When you get the tagline, right?
Yes, they get the tagline.
Oh, I love it. Lastly, I just gonna ask you, I'm dragging you back into it, but Porsha and Drew, you got an opinion?
No, 'cause- no offense. I don't really have an opinion. I don't want to, you know, like side with one person over the other, because you know right now for me it's all about showing love to all the girls, because I really want them to have a great season, to do well, you know what I mean. I'm actually about to work with Drew. Todd and I are producing another movie, and Drew is going to be in that one. We just finished one. Shamea was in that one. So like I'm very much so like, let's all continue to support each other, and that's what I'm about right now.
Well, I'm going to continue to support you. Congratulations on everything. You look beautiful.
Thank you.